Okay, everybody, so we're back here with the second round of the Academy and the Masters Northern and Southern matches. We will get an update for you of how the scores have gone. This time we've got another Academy match. This is the mixed pairs with a male skip. So for the Southern team, it's a local lad, Grant Wilson from Ashburton, and he's playing with Alison Rowley from Southland. And the mixed pairs for the Northern Zone is Anthony Alette from Tauranga. And is it Mirren, right?
Mirren, yes.
Yeah, from North Taranaki.
Yes, Mirren, that's Ross Wright's wife.
Right.
Lease woman from the Naki.
Yeah, I believe all these players probably over the years have been on a mat side game or two. I remember Alison was in a Hutt Valley when it was the 1 to 5 pairs. Yep. She was playing that day. Yeah, that's a great lead off by Alison.
He's the great man.
So obviously the Southern Academy team is playing in the blue bowls, Northern in the orange. I believe the first round this team, the Northern come out on top of that score.
Well, they did, so they're 1-0.
Yes. That scoreboard obviously hasn't been changed in the background, but I don't mind if it stays like that.
You're happy with 6-2?
6-2 after 6.
We had the men's fours here, and that was a good win for the South. Quite an orthodox sort of game. It was sort of a look. Well, I think you call it hesitant. There was a lot of hesitancy.
Yeah. I guess a lot of the times when these players are playing in these games, this is generally when, I think we mentioned it earlier, the North and South Island teams get named later in the week. A few of these players will have their names in the hat. So they're probably, as much as they want to get into the game, they also want to make sure that they're looking part and course for those teams.
It's not about not getting a shot. It's about taking the opportunities and nailing the shots.
Yeah. And I think that's the difference between some of the players that just don't quite get there. They just haven't taken that opportunity when it comes like this. Young Anthony, he's been around the scene for quite some time.
Yep, he knows what he's doing. Yep, very correct player.
Plays in the interprovincial team, Tauranga.
Oh yes, he's in their 8. Yep.
Yeah.
He'll be skipping or third in their 8. I think they may have named their 8 already.
Right.
For the interprovincial. Very. No, I'd call him a correct orthodox bowler. He's not someone that's known as a heavy bowler or a draw bowler. He's just very correct, very deliberate, and plays high percentage, consistent bowls. Very good competitor. Nice fellow too.
Probably very similar to Grant's play. Grant's very much that looking to draw to the jack, 4-inch movement. We won't see any big stand-up drives. Well, he will play them if he needs to, but...
You mean as opposed to like Blackburn and Sullivan, where anything could happen?
First bowl of the end.
Yeah, that's generally how they open the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... Grant's looking at that gap there and plays in that gap. It could be 1, maybe potential 2 if he sits it down.
Yeah, I think he'll be looking to just try to get to the jack, try and get it back to the blue that's just standing up.
Good line.
He's very close.
Very good line.
Yeah,
he's made 3
great.
of it, sat it down. Good start here.
There may still be a bit of room there for Anthony to get his bowl in and probably look to take the 2 bowls out, the blues. Get a wee sit, he's going to draw the other hand.
I think he's just going to stone cold draw it. Maybe sit that back one. Good line. Diving now. Feather. And there you go. That's pretty much as I explained.
Might have rolled back.
Right?
I think I can see a gap in the shadows. Well, cool. Yep, there's one. What's the other blue? No.
one to the south.
Just need to get a little attention. I think Mirren's looking at doing a scoreboard, but in pairs, obviously, it's a little bit harder.
Here comes our third commentator.
We're just going to see if the legend Simon Thomas wants to sit down and have a chat with us. You want to join us, Simon?
I've got to go and get a remote battery for my bloody car, mate.
No, he's got car problems. That's the only problem today?
That's no problem today.
No, that's good.
Otherwise I would have. Yeah. Maybe another time during the thing I will.
Maybe in the fours when you're watching me. He said yes.
Yeah, good.
You're watching it pretty early tomorrow.
Okay, so 1-0 it is to the south. The south zones include the Wellington region. Does it go any further? Is it like Horowhenua? How far is the south line?
No. So this year, so it's always been referred to as the southern and northern zones. And it has a tendency just to waver a little bit depending on where the Nationals are actually faced. So likes of last year when we played up in Northland, we did approach slightly up. I think we even included Wairarapa or Bush-Ruahine.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, obviously it's an event that's sort of locked in. It's now, I don't know how many years we've been playing. I think 2003 might have been the first year.
Yep.
It's been at the Nationals now for probably 15 years at least.
Yep.
And it's all one of those highlights. And there's been a lot of players. Like, I mean, I know for a fact, like Sean Blackburn, he was in there for what, 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
Then got his break. Now look at him, playing for the New Zealand team. And it's a good way to showcase also the variety and ages of our players that are out there. Sort of a bit of a loose end this time by both leads.
The good side of that, plenty of room for these two.
Yeah,
They can choose.
and being very capable draw bowlers, they're probably actually quite happy.
Yeah.
Just have a bit of an end where they think, right, I'm going to be just drawing a couple of bowls down here. I've seen a few of those from Grant today. So, and I think they discussed probably in the first round who won this last year, this fixture.
The southern sounds like Northern won one and Southern won the other, but overall it was a Southern victory, I think.
Well, the manager, Daniel French, believes that the Southern actually lost both last year.
Yeah, but they probably did win, but it was just Daniel just being a bit down on himself, He's like probably conceded because he didn't think it was a good win.
I must admit, he's doing a fantastic job. And I'll be a bit honest, I probably sort of sitting on the couch one day saying, some of you guys should put your hand up and do these things. And he said to me, well, I would do it if I was asked. And I said, well, take it you're asked and I'll put your name down now.
It's calling his bluff. He's regretting that.
And he rocked up last year, still convinced I was having him on, as I passed him the mic to start reading out the names. This year he's really brought into it. He's
doing the circuit. He's checking in on all the players. Great to see a high-level New Zealand player putting in.
Oh,
it's good.
And he's single-handed.
What a bowl.
Grant.
What a bowl.
Here we go. And sit on the mat.
Could be 4 shots here. Good aggressive shot. Did the split. There's plenty of room here for Anthony, but it's pretty quick down this way. So
he's got some bowls to sit on.
He's pretty good.
Does he go duck?
He's pretty good. There you go.
There we go. So, just going back, Daniel French pretty much single-handedly, apart from a little bit of advisements, picked these teams. Mm-hmm. So he's very proud of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just go on record that it's all him.
Sole selector.
Well, he either goes down with the ship or he can stand on top of the bar singing songs till midnight.
Okay. All right, well, this will be good. Well, we've got a tied-up game, 1-1. I think the Leeds might have just starting to settle into the game here now.
So we don't have an update on all the other games, have we?
We haven't had one yet. I think these 4 players have all. This will be their first time on the TV mat here at Ashburton. So I don't think last game we had Nash Smith, who had played on it from yesterday. But so yeah, they're getting their first taste of it. If you're looking in from North Taranaki or Tauranga, Ashburton, Southland, you've got a player ahead of you, just pop it in the chat, let us know you're watching. Joy will feed us the feedback. Good to have you on board.
Okay, so I have got a bit of a breakdown of the
Wins and
results.
losses.
Okay, so in the county matches, it is county matches is actually, tell me, it's 4-3 to the Southern team.
That's close. Yep. Well, Mr. French will be happy with that.
So the Southern had wins in the men's pairs.
Yep.
The men's fours, which we've seen on TV.
Yep.
The other mixed pairs, that is skipped by a female, Rosalind Alexander and Zach.
Yep.
And also the mixed fours. And the Northern team had obviously victories in the ladies pairs, the ladies fours, and this match as well. Anthony Marin, they won 8-5 the first round.
Okay, tell me, Michael, because I know it's a relatively new change to this format, is the introduction of the mixed pairs. Like historically, the academy's been fours, triples, pairs, singles of ladies and of the men, and now they've introduced mixed pairs, which sort of is in line with the New Zealand team, right? So the New Zealand team has mixed as well as men's and ladies. So I think that's only been up the last 2 or 3 years. I spoil there, Anthony.
It's actually changed quite a wee bit over probably the last 5 years, I think. Some of the changes we've had is to actually include different players. About 4 years ago, all the selectors agreed that they would have a male and junior, either junior or 1 to 5,
Right.
and then made sure that they actually played in the men's pairs and ladies pairs so that they were always matched up against each other.
Yep.
I think in 21 or 22 we played a very close air Grant.
Good bowl, Grant. You set it up nicely here. Anthony's going to want another one in there.
We changed the idea, and it got a little bit confusing, of more like a New Zealand team, how they played different disciplines.
Yep.
Mixing it up. The main thing is we've just dropped the singles. And it wasn't through the lack of people wanting to play singles. It was more the fact of the feedback of players saying that they just felt a bit lonely. They felt like everyone else was having a good time, enjoying themselves, and so we've just gone back to that and made sure that we're picking teams, looking for team environments, not individuals.
Right, big moment here. Possible 4 on the chance if he can whip that orange off.
Is he?
He's playing wait for it. Is it going to dive?
Oh,
It didn't dive. He might have got a second shot out of it. Not a lot of signalling going on there. They've agreed.
No, I think it was actually the northern team scored the shot still, the orange.
It'd have to be one, right?
Yeah.
There wasn't much else. It was only one there.
And I assume that you would then just go feed that straight into why the North and South Island team don't do a similar thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's have a look. We get some viewers there. Adam Rickard, well, he's basically said good afternoon and good evening to every stream. I don't know if Adam does anything but watch Matt side, really. So, welcome, Adam. Good to hear
Now,
from you
is
again.
Adam,
Do we know who Adam? Do you know Adam?
Adam Rickard. Now, I believe he is from Poverty Bay.
Oh, of course he is.
And he's the young fellow, and wasn't he Cheeseburger?
Yeah, Cheeseburger was his nickname. That's right.
Yeah, because he had the cheeseburger in his back pocket.
That's the one. Got it
Yeah.
dead right. Now, Kelly Rowley's
I
watching from
love a good nickname.
Invercargill. That's Go Mum.
Oh, well, that's Alison. Well, now, I believe she was on the stream last time we were watching Alison,
Right.
and I may have suggested something about putting cameras all up through the house because she was going pretty good on camera.
Viv Hudson, brown jersey looks good, Alex. Of course, Viv's regular tuner in from the Horowhenua. Blair Pope, go Southland.
Well, that's just standard great comment.
The one thing that we've thoroughly enjoyed about being down south and always reminds me of Invercargill is cheese rolls. But George seemed to convince me that it was an all South Island thing, but I always thought it was deep south with the cheese roll thing.
I am actually a southerner myself, and I'll probably get crucified for this because I actually don't eat cheese, so I don't touch them. But pretty much everywhere in the South Island, at any stage, any school will have a cheese roll fundraiser. And I've been in the kitchen on a few times with loaves of bread, getting the old cheese rolls ready.
And Annette Shotter, go the north. Annette Shotter will be from North Taranaki, and she says, "Hi Ash." Ash is on the boards here working at Matt's side tonight. She's doing the scoreboard, and I don't think she's stuffed up once. She's going good. Good work, Ash. So Mum says hello. And what's happening with the game?
Yeah,
Looks pretty orange.
Yeah, a bit of a loose end again. So Alison's probably just struggled to find her line coming back this way. I'll tell you what, Grant's dropping in here. Just needs to sit the orange. Yeah, he was probably just trying to force that bowl, make sure he got into the gap for the movement.
God, I don't know what's happening to this mat, whether it's later in the day, evening, but, yesterday, day before, you could put a tea towel over all the bowls.
Right.
But these bowls, they just seem to be just drifting past and wide. It's doing a few weird things.
Do you think as well, like yesterday when we were watching, I know the first game might have been a little bit looser, but generally the players were in a rhythm.
Well, they were dialed in.
They would just bowl after bowl after bowl, where these guys have actually had quite a lengthy break since this morning.
Yeah, that's true.
Other than playing different positions to what they did play this morning.
Oh, little feather there,
tell you what.
Anthony. That sort of helped.
Be interesting to see. Grant changed his hand on the
Yeah,
draw.
well, he's got an option for a kiddie's drag there.
The hero drag.
Well, the James Sullivan. That's the
Yeah.
James Sullivan. Whether he's brave enough, because there's an option of going 3 down if it doesn't go good for you.
Or does he play the other hand, and if he draws his blue in, he could sit for shot,
It's 1 up, 1 down.
give himself a bowl in the head.
Oh, you go the hero drag, right?
Wow. Moments like this.
There, take it. Bridget Marr says go the south. Lance
I
Patterson.
think he's going to have a go. which is good to see. To be fair, as long as he just misses that front orange, he's got all
I think
chances.
He's having a go. Oh, I love this. He is.
Yep.
Is he past the front?
Oh no,
He's feathered
just
it.
caught it.
Top points for the crack at it. I think it'll be one.
Oh well, that was last bowl. So
Yeah, one to the north. Lance Patterson, thank you, Matt Side. We appreciate our happy Matt Side viewers. We appreciate them. Graham Smitheram is watching on his TV from Blenheim.
That's great. Hi, Graham.
Noah Vincer up the north. Claire Ward, go the north. Jordan Newton, come on the north. Cheers for a great commentary, lads. Well,
Jordan Newton.
really.
Jordan Newton, I think, is residing in the Wellington area at the moment.
Is he?
Is in the top of the southern zone. But
Right.
obviously he's got allegiance to
He's
the
got
counties.
allegiance to-
Yeah.
To the north. Good boy.
So we'll let that slide
Good
this
on
once.
you, Jordan. Appreciate it.
Oh, there we go. Allison's just... Yeah, she's probably just found her weight in line way quicker coming back this way. Probably just playing backhand. You can call that with that swing. So 3-1, Northern. So I think also just playing 9 ends this year.
The 9 ends, they are. Don't they always play 9? I think 4s you get 7 in
Yeah.
and 45.
I think I watched one of these once and I don't even know if they got 5 ends in. It was like, yeah. Yeah, great bowl, Allison.
That's a lovely bowl.
Oh, geez,
Did I-
this crowd just needs
Ashley,
to get
did
into
I
it.
call you Ashley Shotter? You're Ashley Smith, right? Yeah. My apologies.
That's not bad that you actually remembered that you did that 3 minutes ago.
Well, I'm playing in the Masters, the odd event. These things just
Yeah.
sort of click in after a while.
Are you still leading the Masters player of the tournament?
One and done.
Front toucher, back toucher, sign the card.
Yeah. Adam, old cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger, there we go.
He's got nothing else to do besides watch bowls. He's been sick the last couple of days.
Oh, that's not good to hear.
Not good to hear, but you're in the right place if you're
Well, tell,
rugged up in front of the telly.
well, my suggestion then, if you haven't got much to do this time of the year,
Mm.
next year, head on down to Manawatu. The Nationals
Man or two.
will be being held there in Palmerston. So for all those out there listening that think, well, see us in at home watching the stream, which we love the fact you're watching the stream, of course, but just remember June next year. Can't remember the last time it was held, and
Oh, it's a fair while away.
yeah,
86?
86.
Says Joy.
Yeah, we did well that we both were able to read that. It was lucky it was like an 8 and a 6, not a 5 and a 2. We would have been buggered, I reckon, the two of us.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, I can recall the Nationals at the Manawatu, Palmerston Northwood, was played in what they call the Rainbow Stadium. And I dare say it's probably got a new name, but it's probably the same stadium.
Right.
Because there is one big basketball stadium.
Oh.
And
It's
what a
great
bowl.
bowl, Anthony.
What a bowl, Anthony.
Yeah, he's pretty happy with that. He's
You notice I just say Anthony because there's 72 versions of his final name and no one gets it right.
No.
So only his mother.
So what are we
No.
going to call it?
Anthony from Tauranga. I just stick with that.
So is it Olette?
It's Ouellette.
I've seen it with a Q. I've seen it with an O.
Got to be, you'd say, probably French origin.
Yeah.
Ouellette.
Really? Yeah. Could be
Tell
Swiss
you what, if
French.
he's brave here, you fly the blue, right? But again, he's going to draw another one.
Well,
He's 3-1 up. He doesn't want to go pear-shaped.
it's almost Grant's shot whether he can actually run his last blue and chip it in to get the back of the orange. I think he's just looking to be in the area. Oh, see, he actually might be one down. Can we see if that is? Because if they're holding shot, I'm picking the south team will take this.
Right, back to cheese rolls,
Oh, right. Oh, cheese rolls or
which you don't know
cheeseburger?
anything about because you don't like cheese.
I do
but-
know some places put onion in them.
Oh yeah, well that's part of that special
I
cheese
think-
recipe. That's what makes it.
But I
what
think
it is.
that's more the southern thing.
So Southland indoor bowls, they've not long done a cheese roll fundraiser. Just over 1,100 dozen were made and sold.
Right.
Is that right? Is that number right, Joy? 1,100 dozen. That's like 12,000 cheese rolls.
Oh my God, are you doing maths?
1,100 dozen?
Yeah. Yeah.
11 12s.
Yeah. It's about 13,000.
Correct. That's
Yeah.
a lot of cheese rolls.
That's a lot of cheese to grate.
You'd want it pre-grated, right?
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by that. That's amazing.
I wonder how many people buy them. Like, is that like?
Well, you'd probably buy a dozen blister pack of cheese rolls.
Yeah. It's probably 6 in a bag. Or would you buy a dozen in the bag?
I don't know. Would they be?
How much?
Would they be handmade or would they be like Copeland's?
No, they will be homemade. I actually think, if you get a chance, I think our NZIB president, Graham Lowe, actually once told me he had to go in there and have his turn at grating the cheese or whatever it was.
Not for 12,000, you wouldn't.
It'd be like 3 weeks' work.
Two nice bowls there. Mirren, lovely toucher, and then taken away there by Alison. Alison Rowley, how's she in the south? She's got a few titles down here.
She was the reserve for the South Island team last year.
Mm-hmm.
Relatively new. I mentioned that she was in the 1 to 5s not that long ago. Probably just not that long out of it. Her husband Lindsay will be sitting in the stands here watching as well. Not sure where exactly.
Here's a question for you. Do the North and South selectors, do you see them circulating around the academy game looking for a bit of talent here, or what's the?
I seen one down by the cake before.
Well, we haven't seen the cake yet, have we, Joy? Did you get some? Oh, brilliant. Who did that?
That's their third lot.
Wayne Baker. That's the nicest thing Wayne Baker's done in 10 years. Did he get us cake?
To be
He
fair,
brought Annalise some cake.
well, he did that, and then she probably made him go and get it.
So, is this... Okay,
Burley.
is this
Burley.
a good source, Joy? Are you confident? Does this come from someone like a Lorraine Phipps or someone? Okay. So, we've been told Anthony's last name rhymes with brulee, as in creme brulee, so that it'll be Oulé. Oulé. Okay, so we got it right. So from now on, we can be fully confident whenever we come up with Anthony. It's Anthony Oulé.
And at some point I'm going to say Anthony Brulee.
Brulee.
Yeah. I'll be thinking dessert. It'll be right.
One of Joy's favourite desserts is a cream
Anthony-
brulee.
Anthony Custard Square. No.
Yeah. Hello, Liz Morrow is on her way over.
Oh, she's just going to bring me the North Island team. Hang on here. I'll
Oh.
just have a look.
We're going to announce it live.
Are you putting your reserves on?
No, it's not. Don't get excited. It's not the Ireland team early. It's very close. Good game here. 3-2. 15 minutes to go. Loving the comments coming through, people. Helps the amateurs when the A team are away. The A team are out having an outing tonight. I think they went up to the Snow.
Oh, who's this?
The A team, the A commentators, James, Sean.
Making snow angels.
Yeah. Well, that was the only opportunity, really. They,
See, that was
they
snow.
qualified, so they're playing tomorrow.
I mean, that was snow babies.
Carl Tafari, well, he's watching from a hotel room. He's been here all day.
Yeah.
But people go home and then watch it. This is one of the downsides of Matt's side is it does affect the renter crowd, right? Because people finish and they go, oh, we'll go out, grab some takeaways, grab a wine, go back to the hotel and we'll watch it on TV. But it is what it is. Fluffy, he loved cheese rolls in the Southland. Well, Fluffy's a cheese roll sort of guy, right?
Yeah.
He loves it. So I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2 shots here to Orange, to the north, or it could be 1 to the south.
Yeah, so we'll just...
They're not telling us much.
No. I think if anything, he'll be drawing wide on that orange and just trying to roll it in.
Right, we've got all the... This will forever be known as the cheese roll game. Remember that cheese roll game when the North played the South? We learnt a lot about cheese roll. That looked like one with square all three apiece. So
is this a cheese roll? Not like the cheese roll that they actually in Switzerland they roll down the hill and chase it.
No. This is what when us Northerners come down, we go straight to the cabinet. It's basically one piece of bread, which is rolled up in this cheese, oniony, special, tasty mix, and then just served warm, not too overcooked, and it's just delightful. Now the Southland bowlers, Lindsay Rowley was a spreader.
Yeah.
They were sold in dozen packs, so we've got that
Yeah.
right, and they were 4 dozen for $36.
Right.
And they sold gazillions of them.
Gazillions, yeah.
1,100 dozen.
I mean, we literally blew up our calculator trying to work it out.
Wow. That's a lot
So
of bread.
is this from Lindsay? Is he chipping in with this
No, Blair
information?
Pope's got all the info.
Blair Pope, right.
Yeah. He's a man that's filling up the...
So was Lindsay the only spreader?
I
Surely
think he
they'd
must
have to have more.
Well, I guess they had a production line going. Lindsay was the spreader. There were, as you say, Graham, there's bound to be a low in there doing some grating, right?
I wonder if they have like a special cheese spreading knife, and over the years it's just got worn out with the amount of times they've spread.
Good bowl Merrin. It's a lovely spot there. You'd there would definitely be what Brian Houghton. I'm not sure what Brian would do. He'd be hovering in the background.
Taster.
He could be like quality control.
Quality control, that's right. That would be a great question as well. That's how many they made and sold. How many did they actually make?
Well, they did. They ordered enough for 1,200, but 100 dozen seemed to disappear during the production.
So,
classic.
So the game's 3-all. It's just sort of creeped up on us. 6
Yes.
ends. There's about 11 minutes. Obviously.
That's the best end for Merrin,
Yeah.
but Grant's going to be having a piece of that.
Yeah. So there's enough swing on there that he'll be comfortable just to work his bowl through. Probably try and get speed to the back orange through there.
Looks like it's going to lock on that back one, but his impact follow through will be the big answer.
Just getting a touch wide. That's all right. That opens up
It's
the blues.
opened up to the other hand now.
Now, Grant, obviously, just a little bit of background with him, hails from the North Island as well.
Yes, that's of course the Wilsons.
So he's from Tauranga country.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if Fiona's home.
brother.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm certain of that. Joy would know. Grant's
Yes.
Fiona's brother, right?
I could say yes.
Yep.
I don't know why you'd ask Joy.
Well, you didn't seem certain.
No,
You looked
I
a
said
little bit
yes.
pensive.
Right.
Pensive
But I
is a
don't know if
word that's
Fiona-
not been used on Matt's side before. The
Pensive.
Pensive.
All right.
We were doing a Matt's side glossary the other day of all
this
these
is close.
weird words that they've come up with.
Tell you what, that's
It's set up beautifully now for Grant, though, to be fair.
well, it probably gives him opportunities to play a little bit more weight through it as well now. Like he can probably afford to reach there because there's less chance of it squeezing back out to those oranges.
The Snow Angels returned. Did you see any snow, Jimmy? You did?
I got real dirty and then went to another spot and got clean again.
Oh. We've got some
Sorry.
terrific.
So
We've had cheese rolls, terrific chat.
Oh, I do love a cheese roll.
Well, who doesn't? More cheese roll wrap.
but is this just you and cheese having a roll, or is it having a cheese roll?
A putty knife? That's good chat.
Oh, feather.
Oh, here we go.
This is on here now, Grant.
Now, what would you prefer? Do you think he actually would like the orange clean, or is he just looking to try and get the jack? If he gets the jack, he could squeeze it a wee bit ugly.
I think he wants the bowl.
Yeah.
Jack.
Well, you would go the jack, Jimmy, but
I think he just wants either.
He's not greedy.
Oh, he's going to have to come
that's
off it.
just a horrible, horrible one down.
Oh, gee.
All the
Is
position
this gonna be
left in the
4
world, and you don't have
4-3
another
after
bullet in your gun.
4-3 after 7's a bit sick.
Yeah.
We had one of those gross 3-alls after 6 today.
Lance Patterson's jumped in on the cheese chat,
Yeah.
and they, as you suggested, used a putty knife.
Right.
Always a putty knife
Yeah.
to spread the cheese. There'll be someone that has provided the recipe, because I'm sure there's about 20 versions of the cheese roll, but they would have used Old Ma Lindsay from the back of.
The one the Southland bowlers probably use is probably actually locked up in a wee vault.
Yep.
And it's probably a higher position than the patron of who has the cheese roll recipe.
Is there any cake left?
Yes, but that's ours. You don't touch it.
Ours as in not for me?
As in Ashley Smith, not Shotter, Ashley Smith.
Nah, Shotter. Honestly. And anyone who calls him Andrew Smith is wrong.
It's Andrew Shotter.
Yeah.
Right, Merrin, right.
So
This game's got
4-3.
really close. Now, the North won the first leg of this 3-leg multi.
Now, I feel like Alison also changed her hand here.
Oh, what a good bowl, Merrin.
So you're
Beauty.
going to be forced back to the other hand.
She's a better bowler than she is at euchre.
Who, Merrin?
Yeah, I played euchre with her a couple of nights ago.
As in your partner at Yuka.
Oh, we change partners every game. It's like 12.
Right, yep. Okay.
And there was only one person that was worse at euchre than
Ben.
Merrin, and it was Ross Wright. He was hopeless.
Every time I've seen you play euchre, Dave, you're all of a sudden playing with people who aren't very good.
Oh, correct. You got to pick your syndicate that you play with.
But the consistent thing is that it's always you that's in that team. Just something to point out.
No.
Do you feel it's something that once he feels they get up to a better standard, you stop playing with them and looks for a different group?
Yeah. He's like developing bad players.
Yeah.
How good are the Masters? Love the Masters. Changing the subject.
The Masters.
Had the celebration today, the 75th. I see quite a few of the Mat side crew out there. That's a great bowl by Alison.
That's a terrific
Oh, and
bowl.
the crowd loved it
Needed
too.
that.
We've got some Southland crowd here.
Alison Rowley's daughter would love that. She's watching.
Yeah.
Husband is getting pretty loose in the stand as well, if I'm honest.
Is he?
Oh, here we go. He's just gone wide. He's
Now,
in the bowl.
this is Anthony
Poulet.
Brule.
No.
Sounds like brulee,
Yes.
but it's oule, not poulet.
Brulee.
No. The right pronunciation sounds like brulee,
So it's
so it's oule without the
Poulet.
B.
Yeah, Poulet.
No.
Anyway, people, so Grant's just looked for some cover there.
He'll always be Poulet for me after that Young Guns.
Yeah, well, yeah. Young Guns, that's a different subject.
I better not elaborate. So just trundling down here on the forehand, right?
Trundling.
Just trying to overplay the bowl, right, Michael?
Yeah,
He's close. He's close.
just
Just underplayed it a fraction, I'd say.
yeah.
Big chance for G Willie here.
I think his intent there was maybe trying to set it up. I think he was looking to draw to the orange and then maybe plant the blue off the.
Oh,
next
hero
bowl.
bowler. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm with you. Fair enough.
The
Feel like my headset's a bit loud here, Joy.
Grant's just looking. Oh, I don't know if it's the headset.
G. You call him G Willie?
Oh, not to
Yeah,
his face.
I do.
G Wills. Oh, has he given it away?
Yeah, he has.
And that's
That's a good idea.
That's the side. Oh, bugger. Look.
Nah, that's good. We're okay with that.
Well, the shot is locked in there now. It's
So?
not coming out.
Don't worry about that. He's going to make two.
There's no one on the mat that can play your sort of weight, Jimmy.
But he's probably, what you aren't thinking of, he's probably setting it up for the Ashburton angle. So,
The Ashburton angle.
yep.
This is right. Write that down, Joy. This is another one for the
So
guys.
over years,
Wallaby
there's
Weasels.
no
are-
way that we could look to dead draw that. We have to have an angle off a bowl. Yeah.
So which bowl are you
It's-
suggesting the angle's going
It's
to be
different
played?
from the weasel because the weasel is the niggly bowl that just works its way into a
Oh, see,
hole.
this is the problem here. Poulet's he's blocked the wrong one.
Yeah.
He's not aware of the Ashburton angle.
No. No.
It sounds like a mafia name, right? Oh, he's the Ashburton angle.
Grant's actually literally just
The-
called this wing blue.
Yep.
Like
the
you.
Ashburton angle.
He has.
Seriously.
We've got to see this.
I'll tell you what, if he
Here
pulls
comes.
this off, I'm going to start calling him
This
the
is
Ashburton angler.
This is the first ever live streamed Ashburton angle. Looks like a draw to me.
Oh, yeah, he's just underplayed it. Something awful.
That's dreadful.
One of the worst Ashburton angles I've seen in all my years.
All right, what are we? 5-3.
5-3
Last
last
week,
end.
last end.
2 minutes 42.
Yep, only playing 9.
9.
So time should be irrelevant for most of the events, the peers. The fours will obviously struggle to get all theirs played.
Have you picked us a game for the last?
No.
No.
It'll be a 1-all game, no doubt, somewhere on the hall.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no doubt.
It's a little bit of frustration. I can't. A lot of the teams are actually clearing their scoreboards when they finish their games. So I'm not 100% sure who's doing what. Looks like the men's fours is a bit of a turnaround this game. It's 9-1 to the northern side.
Couldn't imagine Paul Midgley would have 2 games like he had, so he's turned that around.
Yeah.
Good boy. So they're squared up, but we're not going to have them back.
I think ladies' peers looks like ladies' peers was another win to the southern side. Men's peers is very close. Very good bowl there by Marin.
She's found a range.
Ladies' fours, 4-3. Another close game. And then this one. And unfortunately, looking down the table, absolutely none of us have got a chance to look at any of the scoreboards on the other side of the room.
Yeah, another good response here from Allison. Leads have been pretty even. I wouldn't like to call it. I'd say a pretty even game for the Leads. We're going to get an angle here in this last end. I'd like to see it.
There's a bit of cake being eaten. That's probably just given a bit of a pause to things. So,
The rest of the cake would be in the tournament office, right?
So, for those at home wondering about the cake, if you didn't see the stream earlier, there was a 75th anniversary celebration. We had some legends there.
And a few of us.
And James. And shot here.
very close.
Oh, what a goal, Allison Rowley. That's a shot of the game so far.
That's that, and she's going to give Grant the look like, son, you step aside,
If
I'll
you're not
skip
going
the
to
next
play
one.
the angle, I'm going to have to do it for you.
Yeah, we're swapping around.
That's the Southland slide.
Yeah, the Southland slider.
Yeah.
The forehand slider.
Yeah.
Oh, now
Oh, has he got a bit to jack? Oh,
she got a bit of.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
No, this
geez,
is,
that was actually
this
a
is
real
getting
nasty kick.
exciting.
Oh dear.
This is getting exciting.
I think G Willie's going to find 3 here.
Yep. Oh, he'll be happy to find 2.
3.
He's got a chance here. Because of the swing on the hand, he's going to play to lift the orange up, and if it does die onto the blue, that's all good. Even better if he got a wee piece onto the jack blue, you know, hides it a little bit more behind the bowls. Tell you what, he's not far away.
He's
got the
it.
orange.
He's got it.
Oh,
Three
that's
shots.
brilliant.
She's
There we
all
go.
on here. Now, Mr. Lowe, you can confirm. Was there 1,100 dozen cheese rolls made in Southland for a fundraiser?
And
He's confirmed it.
and
It's
hang
been
on.
confirmed.
what was your role in the
Yeah.
chain?
Putting it into the plastic bags.
Oh,
Yep.
he was a packer.
Packer.
Yep.
So you,
One of 3.
The president, Mr. Lowe, was the packer.
so not just the packer, probably also the hand smacker.
Here comes Relay. He's close. Oh, he got him.
That's
jeez.
weird.
Oh,
That was very weird.
oh. I'll give you a replay, but I'm not in the replay box.
No, replay boxes, they've all got their hands under the blankets, keep them warm.
Yeah.
We're eating cake.
Fair enough,
So
too.
go back to the cake. There was a glorious 75th anniversary cake, and I've been carving it up and giving it to the punters. So, but we
Yeah.
haven't had it, but we might get it in between games.
Now,
Here's
Grant,
G. Willie. What's he going to do?
well, he's just going to have to get there clear.
He's holding 2, maybe 3.
Tell you what, is he up? Is he going to get up past the orange?
Oh, he just mudded the front for Poulet, forced him into something weird. Poulet's just straightened out the wrinkles like the forehand is an
It's going to
option.
be the option, yeah.
That's madness.
There's too many options here.
He
Is
could
that
only
The
duck.
problem for Anthony is
I think,
he could go 3 down here and lose the game.
is he looking like he's actually going to try and play weight under Grant's last bowl to get the shot bowl?
No.
But where he was standing, that's what he was indicating.
He'd have to. The bowl's jack high. He'd have to play it on the back end.
Yeah.
Right. Well, this is an exciting end to the game. Highlights being cheese rolls, but
Every-
this is good. Good line.
Oh,
He's close.
Is it
No,
short?
he's
He's
short.
close.
He's short.
That second?
That'd be second.
Well, that's all he needs.
I'll tell you what, King Grant, do those 2 oranges go off the head?
Nah. They're too
Does
far
Grant
apart.
draw 2 to draw it?
No, he'll
Is that-
try and trail slice the jack for 3, right?
Or
Yeah,
does
there,
he,
there
does
could
he,
be a wee angle.
is he going to bring in the AA?
Ashburton angle
The
was a chance.
Ashburton angle. He's going to draw it and then maybe a little bit of jack for 3.
I've always been one for a good nickname. I mean, we had Cheeseburger back on the
Cheeseburger.
back on the show before.
Rickard. Here we go. Has he given it? Oh, he's
Oh
duffed
no,
it.
he's
He's
given up.
absolutely
He's muffed it.
muffed it. 5-4, a win to the North, and that's 2-0 to them. So well done, Anthony Relay and Mirren Wright. And we'll be back with a game. We don't know what it is yet. We'll be back with game 3 of the evening, and no doubt the chat on cheese rolls will continue. In the meantime,